Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the James Blackburn Experience. Ding! So yeah, today is Friday, March 7th, 2014, and heading out on a little road adventure today with me and my lady, my other half. We're gonna go on a little journey to see a friend in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've never been there before, so it should be fun. And on our way back, we're going to be doing something even funner than Las Vegas, Nevada, the Grand Canyon. So stay tuned over the next 5 days. I'll have some brand new episodes coming up, and there'll be a lot of fun and very scenic. And today's episode will consist of the travel day. It's about 8 hours from here to Las Vegas, Nevada. So stay tuned, and I'll show you some of the drive in between. So we'll get to see some variety of landscape. We're driving across half of New Mexico and all the way across Arizona, and then a little chunk of Nevada. So the first thing we had to do is stop and get gas. Filled up the truck, and now we're on our way. Okay folks, so here we are, starting our journey. We're on I-40 heading west, just past Unser Boulevard. And right here you're going to see this area open up here all of a sudden. Bum, bum, bum. This big wide open area here is where we shot a lot of the movie The Lone Ranger. Back about 6 miles north up here is where the old town set was. They took it all away, there's nothing left. But yeah, we were up here for about 3 months, so that's part of our journey. Just now leaving Albuquerque. This is what it looks like on the outside. Those mountains to the left over there are called the Taylor Mountains. They're by Grants, New Mexico, so Google that if you get a chance. And we're on our journey, so stay tuned. This is what I-40 looks like, and as we get further on, I'll let you know what we're doing. Westbound on I-40, here's a little mountain here for you. Okay, it's not really a mountain, this is more of a mesa, but it's looking beautiful as you can see next to us here. And the land keeps changing. That's just how it is in New Mexico. Okay everybody, we're westbound on I-40 right now. We're outside of Albuquerque, about 30 miles or so. So we're not too far from home yet. I've been this far west before. As a matter of fact, a few years ago, my lady Karen and I, we went here with the gunfighter group. We drove all the way to Flagstaff, which is 298 miles from where we're at right now. I just saw a sign. And from there we went south to Phoenix area to do some gunfighter shows. So that's as far west as I've ever been in this country. Once we get to Flagstaff, after that will be a new territory for me. So I'm kind of excited to see what's after, what's further west, new territory. So stay tuned and we'll keep you guys updated as we're getting closer. Continuing our journey westbound on I-40. So far we've seen license plates from New Mexico, obviously, because we're in New Mexico. We've also seen Colorado, Ohio, and California. So that is Mount Taylor up there ahead of us. Clouds are very interesting today. So right there is a big hole cut through the rock for us to drive through. Just cut a big chunk out. This out. This is suddenly just getting even more beautiful every moment that we go through here. Wow, this place is awesome. Check this out. As you can tell, the geography is changing quite a bit as we're driving further and further west. Here's a very scenic shot right here on the right. This pickup truck here carrying things, up that mountain up there ahead of us, right there. That is Mount Taylor. So look that up online. Okay, we're 65 miles west of Albuquerque, still heading on the journey. Been an easy drive so far. Get a little closer, I'll let you know if it is snowing or not. We may have to experience a little bit of snow on this drive. We were hoping we wouldn't, but if it happens, it happens. Okay folks, you can see here to the south of us, that's exactly what the skies look like at this moment. Now let's take a look to the north. they look like this over here. It's a completely different thing, and there's even a semi-truck in the sky right there, as you can see. But yeah, look over there. Definitely snowing over there and cloudy and sunny on the other side. Kind of weird. So we don't know still if we're gonna be driving into that, but we're gonna find out once we get closer. Okay folks, we're currently on the Continental Divide in New Mexico. It's about 7,200 feet, I believe. We're dealing with a little bit of precipitation here, nothing major though. Alright, so this is Gallup, New Mexico. We're getting very close to the Arizona border. Anyway, yeah, as soon as we get to the border here, I'll show you the sign. Okay, we're getting closer to the Arizona border. Gonna be awesome. Alright folks, there we are, Arizona border. Heading across right now, so we are officially in Arizona. You can see the geography around here is very unique. It's a lot different than New Mexico. Not quite as flat, this section. Look at these big rocks right here. Really neat. And there's some more sheep down there. A whole bunch of them. This is what Arizona looks like, folks. It's not too much different from New Mexico, this part right here. The sign here says we're 151 miles from Flagstaff, which is a little past the halfway point for us, I believe, for the whole drive. But yeah, the interesting earth landscape and color here. Alright, to save ourselves time and money today on the travel day, we brought lunch with us. We got some potato chips and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We brought bottled water and some sodas and having a good old time. So we're pretty good ways into Arizona and cruising. As you can see, the land here, it looks just like New Mexico. If you didn't know any different, you wouldn't know we were in another state at this point. Nothing but endless prairie, desert out here. Just stopped and refueled the truck in Holbrook, Arizona, and I wanted to show you how incredibly beautiful it is on this one side of the road here. Then when you turn over here, you see industry, just big old smokestacks over there and stuff like that. So it's funny how one side of the road can be awesome and the other side can be different. We're continuing our journey on I-40 West. Up there ahead of me, you can kind of see the mountains off by Flagstaff. As we get closer, I'll show you more and more. This doesn't look like much, guys, but we're actually in the city limits of Winslow, Arizona. It's just the city is off the road a little ways. Maybe one day we'll stop here and we'll stand on the corner in Winslow, Arizona, just to see what fine sight we'll see. Getting closer to Flagstaff. That's their mountain up there with the ski resorts. And we're slowly getting closer to the mountains. As you can see, the landscape has changed quite a bit since the last update. It's a lot less desert, a lot more trees. We're coming up on the Walnut Canyon National Monument, so look that up on the map. Alright, as I was saying, Flagstaff seems really cool. As you can see, it's just humongous pine trees everywhere. And it looks like big ponderosa pines. Okay guys, we're still cruising. We're outside of Flagstaff now, heading west on I-40. And we saw Humphreys Peak earlier. The one with the snow was that one. It's over 12,000 feet. And this is a very beautiful drive through here. Just absolutely amazing. And we're enjoying it, heading west. It's been a nice drive so far. Alright, still driving through Arizona, I-40 West. Unfortunately, the bark beetle has had an effect here as well. A lot of dead pine trees. We're sad to see that. It's a drought as well as global climate change due to human peoples. And now we're heading the Kaibab National Forest. We're entering it right now. Okay, this is Williams, Arizona. Once again, a lot of pine trees and stuff. Very small town, not much here. But this is one of the turnoffs for the Grand Canyon to head north from. Okay, so after Williams, Arizona, we're still heading west on I-40, and now you can see up there in front of us just really wide open spaces, multi-layered mountains and mesas and deserts and forest. Really cool. This is the furthest west I've ever been, and I'm really excited to see what's around the next bend. Alright, continuing our journey throughout Arizona. We're getting closer and closer to being across the state, about 3/4 of the way through. And as you can see, it's turned back into predominant sort of desert prairie sort of area. Kind of neat how much the geography changes as you're driving across such a big area of land. Alright, coming up on Peach Springs here on I-40 West in Arizona. Continuing the journey about 50-60 miles east of Kingman in Arizona here. As you can see, it's a lot of desert with mountains off in the distance, so we're enjoying it. And so the journey continues, heading west, not quite to Kingman, Arizona yet, but the landscape changed again. I wanted to show you guys this. It's a lot of rocks and juniper trees, sort of high desert stuff. I saw a sign a few minutes ago that said we're about 5,000 feet of elevation, which is roughly where Albuquerque's at. But yeah, a lot of cool mountains and stuff around here. Alright folks, we're still cruising here, doing our thing. We're about 8 miles from Kingman, Arizona. That's when we finally get off of I-40, and we're going to head north on a different highway up to the Hoover Dam, and then shortly after that, Las Vegas, Nevada. Alright folks, made it to Kingman, Arizona. Got some more gas here at the old express stop here. This place is nice and warm. It's a little lower elevation than where we've been, but now we're going to head north on Highway 93 and head up to the Hoover Dam and then to Las Vegas afterwards, so stay tuned. So here it is, Kingman, Arizona, at least part of it. Looks like we're almost out of town already. So we stopped for a bathroom break and usual fueling up of gas, but check out these cool rocks over here. These things are pretty neat, right up in there. There it is, the sign for Las Vegas. We're on our way. Dun 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 dun. Here we are north of Kingman, Arizona. As you can tell, the mountains are just rocks and dirt pretty much. Big pile of desert just piled up there. Alright, we're still heading north on Highway 93 north of Kingman, heading toward the Hoover Dam. As you can see as I zoom out here, this is desert. I mean, there's mountains around it, but even the mountains look deserty. They're up there in the distance. There doesn't appear to be much in the tree department on there. And you would swear we're in New Mexico still, but this is way western Arizona. Way northwestern Arizona, as a matter of fact. So there you go, that's what it looks like here. Alright, as we continue on Highway 93 north, you can see that the land has changed again. It's a lot more sand desert now, and even the mountain, the color of the mountains changed just recently, so we're pretty fascinated by that. So anyway, folks, we're heading north on this highway. We're about 35 miles from the Hoover Dam, about 65 miles from Vegas. And it's been a very good day. We've had a very nice, easy time to travel. Okay guys, we're Hoover Dam Visitor Center is 3 miles away, so we're heading in. As you can tell, these mountains are very beautiful and rugged. It's a really nice drive here, actually. You can tell here, folks, power lines here, a whole bunch of them. This has to do with the dam. We're going over the bridge now. Man, I wish I could see down there, but this concrete barrier is huge. But you get the idea. Over there is a lot more of the power lines and stuff like that. The dam there. A bunch of people here on the bridge that are standing up above it. Apparently you can walk across this.
We're now in Nevada. It's sunny.
Here's Nevada. Coming into Nevada. My first time. I'm in Nevada for the first time.
Can you fix this thing above?
Yeah, the power lines are everywhere around this dam. It's insane. But I guess that's bringing all the stuff there, so we're doing good. There's the sign for the exit for it, which we're not going to do right now. We're going to go right by it, but we are here officially, though. This is the first time I've seen these kind of trees, so it's kind of neat as well. And a neat sign right there, too. It says, "Caution, beware of wild animals." So I don't know if they mean me or actual wild animals, but yeah, we're moving. Gonna keep going. All right, Vegas is down over there in the valley, a bunch of big buildings, and we're on the outskirts right now. So I'll update you when we get into town. So Vegas at sunset, and we're almost at Dave's house. All right, guys, made it to Vegas safe and sound. Behind me is my friend Dave's place here, where we're gonna stay for the next 3 days. And thanks a lot, Dave, for allowing us to stay. About an 8.5 hour drive to get here. That included our stops along the way for bathroom breaks and gas and stuff like that. So here safe and sound, a little tired, but feeling good. So thanks. Stay tuned, because after this I'll introduce you to Dave. Okay guys, as I was saying, we made it to Vegas safe and sound with my good buddy Dave right here.
Hello.
That is Dave. I've known Dave for a long time now. Probably going on almost 20 years now.
95, 96, yeah.
Yeah, so thanks Dave for having us come out and be part of your life for a few days.
Anytime.
And so stay tuned. If we eat something tonight, I'll show you what we eat, and then tomorrow will be a brand new episode. So thanks for watching.